continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, folks. It's the Bears and the Eagles in the NFC on EA Sports. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Bears defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's brought down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical to be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Eagles at 1-10 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they would have fought here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
180.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. To the air, Williams. And this one too low. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes it carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
You look at this Eagle defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in, down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
A big third down pickup of 20 yards. On first down, it's Benson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. That's complete right side to Connect. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing is Williams. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Williams. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete. Inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Williams. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right down behind center. And oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Back to throw. It's caught. Smith. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Working out of the gun, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got this complete to Burden. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll run with Benson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. With his 12th rushing touchdown and 13th score overall. Add on to their advantage. York now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bears 17, Eagles 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, first and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Mekhi Blackman gets in for the tackle. Second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For the Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
180.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 41, Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the 3 points there, CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Williams. That's downfield. He's got Rodman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and goal, Chicago.
Now Williams from the gun. He'll throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Luther Burden, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Eagles.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's caught left side, Burden. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Benson. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Williams looking to do it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now Charles Kinney